Once upon a time, in a small coastal village surrounded by golden sands and turquoise waters, there lived a little girl named Isla. Isla loved the sea more than anything in the world. She would spend her days collecting seashells, watching the waves crash onto the shore, and imagining what magical creatures might live beneath the ocean's surface. One sunny morning, as Isla wandered along the beach, she spotted something unusual washed up on the sand. It was a shimmering piece of seaweed, glowing faintly with a soft blue light. Intrigued, she picked it up and felt a warm tingle run through her fingers. As soon as she touched the seaweed, a tiny voice whispered, "Thank you for finding me, Isla." Startled, she looked around but saw no one. "Who's there?" she asked cautiously. "Down here," the voice replied. Isla looked closer at the glowing seaweed, and to her amazement, a tiny face appeared among the fronds. "I am Marina, a sea sprite," said the voice. "I've been trapped on land by a storm. Will you help me return to the ocean?" Isla's eyes widened with wonder. "Of course, I'll help you," she said eagerly. Marina explained, "To release me, you must place me back in the water under the light of the full moon. But beware, the tide must be at its highest, or I will remain trapped forever." That night, Isla stayed awake until the moon rose high in the sky, casting a silver glow over the sea. She crept out of her house and hurried to the shore, clutching the magical seaweed. The waves glistened under the moonlight as the tide began to rise. Standing at the water's edge, Isla held the seaweed high and whispered, "I'll set you free now, Marina." She gently placed the glowing frond into the waves. As soon as the water touched it, the seaweed began to glow brighter and brighter until it burst into a shower of sparkling light. From the light emerged Marina, a tiny, radiant figure with flowing hair and shimmering wings. She hovered above the waves and smiled at Isla. "You have a kind heart, Isla. For your bravery and kindness, I shall grant you a gift." Marina waved her hand, and a small shell floated into Isla's hands. "This is the shell of whispers," Marina explained. "Hold it to your ear whenever you're lonely or in need of guidance, and you'll hear the wisdom of the ocean." With a grateful heart, Isla watched as Marina dove back into the sea, her glowing form disappearing into the depths. From that day on, Isla kept the shell close. Whenever she listened to it, she could hear the soothing voice of the ocean, guiding her through life's challenges and reminding her of the magic that exists in the world. And so, Isla's days were filled with joy and wonder, and she never forgot the magical night when she met Marina, the sea sprite. The ocean remained her greatest friend, and she always looked for its hidden secrets, knowing that magic could be found even in the smallest things.